What's up, Jabo here, and today we have a new video and it comes from ZackTv. Now, as I'm sure you guys already know who this is, a very well-known Chicago vlogger, and people have always liked his content. He would always have raw footage when it came to interviews in the hood, and that's what people really liked about him because it was raw and uncut, and that's something that we have all pretty much like when it comes to people having these interviews. We want to see the real deal, and he had it all for you. Well, very sad news because it says here that he was shot and killed last night. It says popular Chicago vlogger fatally shot while driving, crashed his car in South Loop, and it continues to say a man was shot and killed in his vehicle, leading to a crash in the city's South Loop. The shooting happened around 1:30 a.m. Wednesday in the 700 block of South Clark Street. The 30-year-old man has been identified by friends as Zachary Stoner. He went by ZackTv and was a popular Chicago video blogger in the hip-hop community. He was shot in his head and neck before his Jeep drove up on a curb and crashed into a light pole. Stoner was taken to Northwestern Hospital in critical condition, where he later died. And it does say here a Chevy Caprice was also involved in the crash. Witnesses say a group of people jumped out of the Caprice and got into a third car that drove off.
To you, Courtney and Dan, just seconds after I talked to you at 4:30, I learned that that 30-year-old man who was shot in the head and neck is now dead. He crashed into this light pole right across the street here on Clark between Harrison and Polk, and we know that vehicle was badly banged up and he was in pretty bad shape when he was taken to the hospital. Here's some video of what the scene looked like earlier. The man was driving that silver Jeep that you see. He was behind the wheel when he was shot again in the head and neck. He's 30 years old according to police, and he was rushed to Northwestern Hospital in critical condition. Now, after that man was shot, that's when he ended up slamming into this light pole. So there was another vehicle, a older model Chevy Capri, that was at the scene, a second car. It also had front and rear end damage to it, and the vehicle was smoking at one point. We're not exactly sure how that vehicle may have been involved in this scene, if it got hit by the Jeep or if it was involved in some other way, but we did.
Now, there hasn't been no type of arrest right now, but they do show a picture of his vehicle where it crashed into a light pole, and later on in the article it does say here that he was, a very well-known person when it came to this whole vlogging thing in Chicago, that he did have these crazy raw interviews and people really liked it. So yeah, man, it's very crazy to see that ZackTv, a very well-known person in Chicago that really did a lot of these interviews with these rappers, was shot and killed last night, and he ended up crashing into a light pole. So it's very sad to see that, man, that we have all these people that, try to bring the community together, but in the end, they end up getting shot and killed too, man. And that is it for this video. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, hit that bell so you're notified every time I upload a video. But yeah, I'm out.
They say I'm the man, but I'd rather be rich than famous. All these bands just brought me all these hate. Got me feeling like I already made it, I can't take it. Got all these niggas, bitches on my dick now. So many hoes, I don't know who to pick now. At the top, I don't know, wanna get down. Look at my wrist now, look at my kiss now. Look at my fit, nigga, look at my bitch now. That's why I'm on.